So yeah, I'm a little fucking disgusted. I mean, there's no other fucking way to say it. I'm a little upset over this. I'm not gonna sit there and parse words. You gotta understand, and I hope they do. And no, before I get into this, let me explain how it works. This is how it works. This isn't how it isn't one of those things where I have control over it. I really don't. It's like Hulk smash. I don't have control over it. It's just something I do. It's just something that is. It is. It's like you poke somebody, they bleed. You know, it's one of those things. It's uncontrollable. There's no, well, you could be a little nicer, or you could, you know, whatever. There's none of that. You have to understand, with the spina bifida, tethered spine, sciatic pain, the back pain, the fucking muscles are just tightening, and just the overall fuckery that is my life. It comes with a few setbacks. Forget the physical. I am at the point where I'm in pain almost practically every second of every fucking day, on some level. I mean, sometimes it's really bad, sometimes it's passable. Most times it's passable as long as I don't do anything. Now hear the words, as long as I don't do anything. The minute I move, like, if I stretch my leg out, it hurts. If, I have to sweep the floor, I can't. I actually have to sit in a fucking chair and sweep the floor. And half the time, I don't even do a very good job because my back hurts so goddamn much that okay. Now, there are days when I can't sleep at all. Like, I'll be honest with you, yesterday I didn't sleep. I think I fell asleep in the chair for maybe half an hour. I was up all night, went to the store, was up all afternoon. And then I finally fell asleep from like noon to 4. So I got maybe 4.5 hours of sleep last night. Just because I couldn't, in my back and the whole thing. Well, if I'm up at 3 a.m. and I need to be able to watch, I don't know, let's say the Avengers or something, and I just got this new sound bar and I want to have that quality experience. It's 3 a.m. I want to be left alone. I want to watch my fucking movie. I don't need somebody 5 feet on the other side of the fucking door who is being disturbed by my loud TV. I'm just going to throw that out there. Now, before I get any further into this, let me continue what I was originally stating. So, with all that pain comes a very, very, what's the term? How do I word it? The threshold for my anger is very limited. Okay, like if somebody just looks at me funny, I fucking get off. I just, well, not get off. That's go off would probably be a better word than get off. Like, hey, looked at me funny. No, I don't mean it like that. It, see, it always boggled my mind as I was younger, that especially when it came to Jean, my aunt, stuff like that. People would call me an asshole, say, "Oh, he's an asshole," but then would force themselves into my sphere of being. They would come around me and inject themselves into my existence. And then when I acted like the asshole that they called me, they were completely shocked. I can't believe he acted that way. That asshole. Really? Really? Because you have to understand, any little bit of questionable, what's the word? Questionable, anything that just agitates me, even slightly, pisses me the fuck off to the point where I say shit, and it's just, I try not, you gotta understand, I try not to say things. Like, I was presented by the cousins with an idea, and the first thing that came into my mind was ... and you can go fuck yourself. I mean, I didn't want to say that to them directly because I didn't want to be the asshole. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be the asshole. I want to live and let live and just get out of my face, get out of my little existence, get out of my little. Now, don't get me wrong. I want you when I need you. Don't get me wrong. I'm not completely hands off. I'm not completely, you know. Now, I don't mean that in a selfish sort of way, like, oh, I'm just going to use you. But no, I mean, like, I wouldn't mind if they came over and, had a deck party or something. Because cousin Cindy wants to have, maybe get together on the deck and have, some food and whatnot. I don't have a problem with that. As long as you ain't coming inside my house, because my house is dirty, and I want you seeing it. So as long as it's just, out there, fine. I don't have a problem with that. I don't care that there's fucking people here 24/7 roaming on the fucking property. Dude, nobody lives here. Yet there's fucking people here every single day doing something. Now, granted, it's the farm. The cousins work the farm, the whole thing, and the cattle and the cows and the. You gotta understand, this whole place is just. It's like a fucking zoo, dude. I got a dog. There are 9 to 10 horses roaming the fucking prairie. You got the beefer cows, the little black bastard cows. Then you got the moo fuck cows. You got the milk cows. They're running around. Then you got the guinea hens because there's ticks everywhere, and the ticks get on the horses, so you got all these ugly turkey looking cracking around, fucking flapping all over the fucking place. Then there's a goddamn beaver out there. Or a woodchuck or something. I don't know what the fuck it is. He's out there fucking around. What he'll do is he'll run out from like the tall grass, and he'll lay in the short grass right in front of the dog. And of course the dog sees it because I'm assuming it's a he, because the female who was pregnant at the time somehow got inside the dog run. And when I let the dog out, I had no idea. In fact, I made the little video of that years ago. I think it was a couple years ago, where I reenacted it, and she bit him. She bit the dog, and now every time the dog sees the woodchuck, he gets uppity. I mean, it's not just like a regular bark. I mean, he's like screeching bark, like over and over, like over and over, and won't stop until the little fucker scurries away, and he won't, because he'll just lay there. And it's like, are you fucking kidding me? So we got like all this commotion 24/7. And you know what? That doesn't even bother me. That doesn't even bother me. As long as they ain't knocking on my door, ringing my bell, or ringing my phone, I don't care. I don't care. If they're out there, I'll go out there. They want to say hi, I say hi. We're cordial to one another. Again, I don't mean to be an asshole when I say that, because I don't want to sound like like my whole purpose is, I'm just going to use them. It's not that at all. I mean, I have to, technically, because I don't have any options. But it's not, I'm not thinking of it that way. It's not like, oh, gee, they'll do this, and I'll have them do this. It's not, believe me, it's a selfish thing that it's not intentionally selfish. It's just, it has to be that way. Like, they're the ones, they're the caretakers of the property, basically. So, obviously there's certain things that they have to do. So again, it is so frustrating. It's just completely frustrating. It was bad enough when they had to rent downstairs. Now, nothing against the people downstairs. They've been great as far as, as long as they're not like railing me behind my back, like, oh, they shouldn't be making too much noise, or, whatever. Whatever. They haven't bothered me any, so I mean, unless they're making, unless they're complaining about me behind closed doors, whatever. But that was inevitable. Whatever. Fine. Don't even care that they're in and out 24/7. Every time I go outside, there's one of them standing there. It's like, whatever. Now, you have to understand, yes, the way the apartment is up here, there's one side of the house, and then there's the other side of the house. Now, the side of the house that I'm using, needs some remodeling. It basically needs some fucking overhead lighting would be nice. But it has, basic things like, well, I don't know, electricity. Electricity. Actual electricity. Whatever. So, yeah, I predominantly use this side of the house. Well, okay, there's 2 rooms, one of which is dilapidated to the point I think the ceiling is caving in. And the other room I'm using for storage. In fact, I'm using that room and the closet for storage. And apparently, just randomly out of the blue, Cousins got the great idea of, let's rent out those 2 rooms. And not only are we going to rent out those 2 rooms, we're going to add on to the side of the house, and we're going to turn it into a 3rd apartment. You got the bottom, you have my side, and now you've got the other side. Now, I'm going to let you in a little secret, these walls are paper fucking thin. Now, bare minimum, goddamn least, they're going to have to make it soundproof. Now, what I do with my stuff on that side of the room, I have no idea. I don't have room for any of that shit. Just going to throw that out to people, but hey, whatever. Because I'm legitimately... Dude, I have been asking for over a decade. I've had essentially 3 landlords. And I have been asking each one of them, specifically, can you please put some fucking decent electricity over there? The one room, which is referred to the green room, because it has a green carpet, has one electrical box that's tied to a cord that's sticking out of the wall. Now, it's safe, but there's only one outlet. I need like 6. Okay, whatever. Then you've got the metal closet, which dude, I've got a lot of stuff there. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. And then you got the dilapidated room, which is just a disgusting mess, which I would use. I wanted to use that room, but there's no fucking electricity in it. And I think there is like one light, and it's hanging from a makeshift cord. This is something my grandfather hobbled together. And I say hobbled, not cobbled, hobbled together. And he's been dead since 93. Not 2003, 90 fucking 3. Okay, and he did this probably... Shit, it had to be in the 80s. That'd be way in the 80s. This thing has been in since the 80s. We're talking almost 30 fucking years, dude. This thing has been cobbled together with just... Or we're not even talking he went to the local hardware store and got some like legit cables and stuff. This is shit he found. I think this was like an old lamp that they had, which was probably from the 70s for fuck's sake, or some shit my grandmother got at a garage sale that he hobbled together. So we're talking like this hot wired fucking light switch. It's not even a switch. It's a dangle light. Like you screw a light bulb into it. And it's the same thing in the closet. There's no actual light. There's a dangle cord, and they're both connected, by the way, because the closet is on the other side of the dilapidated room, and the dilapidated room, I fear using it. I fear the fact that I'm surprised it hasn't burnt the fucking house down. Now, if somebody had gone over there and put some decent electric over there and fixed that fucking room up, I would use it. Like I said, now I don't know what to fucking do with all my stuff, but whatever. And it's like, I don't want to be mean. I really don't want to say horrible things like, I think this fucking sucks. Because, listen, I understand. I get it. Because what they're trying to do is they want to rent out that side of the house and quote-unquote make it so I can be rent-free. Which, don't get me wrong, that's great. But it comes at a price. I don't want to be... I mean, dude, they're packing in people like sardines here. And I don't know how I'm supposed to take the idea. I don't like being that close to people. I would rather pay double the fucking rent, assuming I had it, than have no rent at all. Now, I know that sounds stupid. It's not financially smart. But you have to understand, I have mental fucking issues. I have legitimate fucking mental issues, okay? I have PTSD from my grandmother literally finding her in a pool of her own fucking blood and piss numerous times. No joke when I say, actually, I'm talking actual blood and piss. Not just like the jerky boy joke, oh, haha, blood and piss. No, I mean, she was actually in a pool of her own blood. She fell and broke her nose. And it was a literal pool of blood. I come down to what looks like a fucking crime scene multiple fucking times because she has fallen, because she's old, and there's piss everywhere, there's shit everywhere, there's blood. I come down and I literally come into these crime fuck scenes. You have to picture a crime scene out of like any movie where you find like a body, but instead of instead of like the yellow tape around the crime scene, you have Graham going, Peter, Peter, Peter. And I have to like walk over pools of blood. Peter, pools of blood. Peter, pools of blood, Graham. Peter. Well, I have to call 911. And of course, we don't have 911 here. We have to wait. They have to drive like 45 fucking minutes to get to us, okay? Do you understand that? It's from Rome. 25 fucking miles. It takes like 45 minutes to get here to pick her ass up and either take her to the hospital or whatever. So I have legitimate PTSD, and that's not a joke. Like people say, oh, no. Yeah, no, granted, I haven't been on a war battlefield or anything like that. But look, I'm seriously, you see somebody laying in a pool of their own fucking blood, it fucks you up. Especially when you're the only one around and you're not equipped, capable, you're not mentally equipped and capable of dealing with crisis on that level. It fucks with your mind. My mind is completely fucked. I am completely to the point. Like, if I actually, like, I can, like I said, I've talked about this before, but if I can talk about this, like, right now, like I am right now, because I'm getting uppity about it, and I'm focusing it on the uppityness. You can hear by my tone that I'm getting really tight, and I'm talking fast. Like, okay, if I actually stop and dwell on the situation, I start to have panic attacks. I've been having panic attacks a lot lately, and just little things just set me the fuck off. Okay, just little things just set me off, and just. I mean, there's like legitimate stuff, and then there's like the anger stuff, and I get very uppity and very angry with shit, and I can't even put words into the fucking thing. I need to take a deep breath. What I need to fucking do. I've been taking a lot of deep breaths, by the way. I've been legitimately just, Now again, I understand it. It's like on one hand, it's a great idea, but on the other hand, it's just a fucking shitty idea too. I wish, and this is what I wish, this is the Christ honest truth of what I wish. I don't care if it's a fucking mobile home, I don't give a fuck if it's a pre-made, prefabricated, whatever. Set me up with a little house on the fucking prairie, literally on the fucking prairie. There's plenty of room, it's not gonna fuck with the cattle. Put a little house right there. In fact, you can do it right on the other side. That little field over there, you'd have to move the fencing a little bit. Big deal. Set me up with a little fucking house over there, or somewhere on this goddamn property. Can be on the other side over there, facing the other road. I don't even care. Just set me up with a little fucking house. Give me a deck. Give me a fenced-in area for my dog. I'd be on the ground floor. I wouldn't have to go up the fucking stairs. Just in general, it would be a great fucking thing. It would be a fan-fucking-tastic thing. Just in general, it would be a fan-fucking-tastic thing. And then what they could do is they could rent the entire upstairs. They wouldn't have to build anything, because you got the water, you've got the electric, you've got the kitchen. You may have to repair some stuff. Like that kitchen floor is fucked up. You have to repair some of that. Like it's those little... It's that faux flooring. I forgot what it is. It's not actual wood flooring, but they're like those panels that look like it's wood flooring. I don't know if you can pull the panels up and replace a couple, but a couple of them are going to have to be replaced. You probably have to do the whole thing. Whatever. I mean, if you're talking, but you could do that over a couple years. You have to do it right off the fucking bat. Instead of building like we're going to build a dinette area. We're going to build a bathroom. We're going to build all this shit. Instead of building it out of nothing, take what's here, run fucking wild with it, and set me up on the property fucking somewhere, and just leave me the fuck alone. I mean, when I say leave me alone, I mean in the sense of, oh gee, you got an extra 5 feet over here. Like, oh gee, you got an extra 5 feet in your kitchen. Let's rent it out to a midget and his family. Maybe, yeah, you got a closet over there. Maybe we could, stick a couple curds in there. Stick a couple, I mean, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me with this shit? There's 2 fucking rooms in a closet, and they had the brilliant idea of, oh, let's make an apartment out of that, and we'll add on to the side of the house. We'll do like up and down. There'll be like I don't know how the fuck that's even gonna work. I have no idea how that's supposed to even fucking work, dude. It's gonna look like an eyesore first off. Whatever. I understand it's about the money. Who gives a fuck what it looks like? I get it. I'm all for it. But it seems like it'd just be cheaper if you got one of those pre-made mobile homes, which, obviously not like a trailer per se, but technically they're mobile homes. Put me up with one of those fucking things. I don't care. As long as the fucking thing's got, a toilet, electricity, and some fucking internet, I don't give a flying fuck. We'll switch the internet over. Hell, fuck it. Fuck it. I will continue to pay for the internet that's here. They can have the internet. They can, in fact, fuck it, they could set their own internet up there. They pay for that one. I pay for this one. We don't even have to tell Time Warner anything. Whatever. Or Spectrum. Whatever. Because they'd be here, so they get to switch it over. Whatever. I don't even care at this point. I don't even give a shit. It's just... Oh my god, it's just, like right now, I want to be able to do this clip without having to worry about somebody listening to me on the other side of the wall. I just, I don't know, man. Again, I don't want to be difficult. I really don't. I really, really don't. It's just, I can't deal with being packed in like sardines. First off, I'm claustrophobic to fucking begin with. Okay, I am legitimately claustrophobic. I remember this one time. I was actually at work, believe it or not. This was back in Mystic Stamp days. After school. This is back before I pulled, what was it? I herniated my disc and I couldn't do anything. So this was pre all that shit. Where I could actually do stuff. I was always, portly, but I was definitely in way better shape than I am today, I'll tell you that much. Holy Christ. Anyways, so they had these huge like shelving units almost, and they were narrow as fuck. Well, for some reason the guy that I was working under, big guy, big guy, tall, and I'm talking like big, round, like stomping around. Basically, he's me today. And he got this big, bushy beard, and he's basically what I would look like today if I had a beard. Like, it's just we're talking like a 400-pound guy. He's this huge fucking guy. So somehow I got rallied into the middle of these. You got to picture, these things are tall. Like you have to get a ladder. Like, imagine, like you see those bookshelves where you have to have the little ladder, the little stairs that swing around. Now imagine like rows and rows and rows of that shit. Somehow, like I said, I got caught in the middle. So on my left is the big guy and somebody else, and then the owner of the place and the manager are on my other side, and I'm in the middle of this thing, and we're talking. The shelving unit is like right up to your face. It's like right in your nose, and the one's right behind. Like my back was leaning up against the other one, and I started to panic. Like, I almost started to freak out. Like, I almost was going to push the manager down and like get the fuck out of my way because I got to get out of here. I started to panic, and it was like, holy shit. So I was having panic attacks back in the day, even though. But anyways, I ended up getting claustrophobic, and it's these little spaces just freak me the fuck out. And now it's like you got people here, you got people there, there's people everywhere. I mean, Jesus, what are you gonna do? You're gonna have somebody sitting in the chair next to me now? I mean, it's like. That freaks me out. I'm getting. Listen to me. Listen to fucking me. I can't even speak. And nothing against the people. Nothing against the people who want to move in. I don't know them, but I know of them. They seem decent. I don't know. I mean, the people downstairs are good. Again, it's nothing against the individual people. It's just I don't like people this close to me. Like, I would rather live in a fucking tent, to be honest with you. I would rather be on the fucking ground in a tent in a sleeping bag. You know, it would break my fucking back, and I don't know if I could ever get up, but I just, just don't know, man. I really, honestly, for the love of God, don't know. And, well, anyways, it all started today. I get up and I hear people. I mean, you can understand. Now, granted, it was like 3 o'clock. I wasn't feeling good, so I was taking a nap. And I was awoken by people outside my fucking door, right outside my bedroom door. And I know who it was, I know what they were doing, I could tell instantly exactly what was going on. And I'm like, God damn it, this is why I don't want people here. So anyways, I get up, I do a few things, and then I go out to the deck. Well, all of a sudden I'm hearing the people who are going to move in. I'm hearing some sort of contractor. He's like, oh, we're going to build a kitchenette. We're going to do this, da 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 da. Then one of the cousins show up, and then another cousin shows up, and they're talking, we're going to do this, and there's problems here, and we're going to do this, we're going to try this, we're going to do that, we're going to do the basement, and pipes in the basement, and we're going to do all this other fucking shit. Now, I gotta be honest with you, the water pressure up here fucking sucks to begin with. Much less having somebody. Now, I don't know if they're gonna have like a whole different water system, like a whole different heating tank or some shit. I don't know if they're doing all that stuff. But again, I say, why build for them when you could build for me? Move me the fuck out, because I have the legal right to live here under the contract. I have the legal. In other words, they can't get rid of me. They can't get rid of me. Of course, you keep packing me in with sardines, you're making me want to live. I would rather move the fuck out, to be honest with you. I'm going to throw that out there. I'd rather move the fuck out. I would honestly rather move the fuck out. In fact, and it has nothing to do with it. I actually wouldn't mind moving out, to be honest with you. Well, I mean, assuming it's like on still the property, you know. Again, set me up with a little makeshift house. I'll live in that motherfucker. Me and the dog. Just don't pack people into my house. That's all I ask. Once you move me out there, just don't pack me in. Just do what you normally do. Mow the lawn, do that shit. I mean, that and somebody had to come bring me my mail every day. That's about it. It's the only other really major thing I need. Give me my fucking mail. It'll be a pain in the ass when I order out, because instead of the guys coming to the other door, they're going to have to come to the door on the other house, and it's going to be a pain in the ass. But we'll work that shit out. In fact, instead of calling it a house, why not just call it, I don't know, guest housing or something, or like a pool house or something like that. Put me out there. I don't care. I don't need anything extravagant. Put me in a pool house. Put me in some sort of little, a guest house. Because, again, the way the money's set up is you can only take so much out, and it has to be specifically for the house. We'll call it a guest house. Call it a property upgrade or some fucking thing. Call it that, which it is. It is, technically. Say you want to build a guest house. You want to rent it out for extra money for me, and it'll work. You may have to... Actually, it wouldn't even be a lie. I mean, it would be basically a guest house. I'm going to be the guest in the house. That's what's going to be the problem. None of this, always living upstairs. Nobody needs to know where the fuck I'm at. Nobody needs to know where the fuck I'm at. Whether I'm here or whether I'm there, it doesn't fucking matter. Because the problem is, the way it's all set up, my hands are fucking tied with all this bullshit. Because realistically, I own nothing. I have nothing. Except for the guarantee, I live here. That's it. But as a result, I don't have to deal with anything. Other than people moving in 2 feet in front of me. Aside from that bullshit, hey, don't get me wrong. And don't get me wrong, I also want to say, this is not against the cousins or anything like that. It has nothing to do with them. Although I did get a little upset with they came to me, a week ago, 2 weeks ago, and I was kind of hoping they forgot about it, which I knew they wouldn't. It was more of a sarcastic thing, thing to say, but they came to me and asked me how would I feel about the idea of them moving in? And it was totally one of those things like, gee, how do you feel about this as the construction crew's already started work? So in other words, it's like, it don't matter what the fuck you, it doesn't matter what your opinion is, fuck you. Which, I gotta be honest with you, it's always been like that, whether it was my mother, whether it was Jean, whether it was Graham, whether it was my father, whether it was stepmother. Everybody would do that. They come to me and be like, oh, what do you think of this? As whatever it was they were presenting to me is taking place. In other words, they've already set it in motion to continue to do. So even if I came and said, I don't really like that idea, it didn't matter. It's like, why are you coming to me asking me how I feel about a situation if you're not even going to take my opinion into consideration? Why even bother contacting me? Why even bother wasting my time? You gotta understand, I'm 41 fucking years old. I am not going to live much longer. I am in bad health, and it's all my own doing. The damage is done. I'm going to fucking die young. I'm going to die early. Believe me, obese man dies at 41. That is something you read all the time. I'm surprised I made it this far. That one dude from, was it Giant Bomb or whatever it was, he was like 38. He wasn't even half the size. I'm like probably double the size of that guy. He fucking died at 38. Yet here I'm 41. Talk about life not being fair. So, all you gotta do is just hold out another 8, 10 years, 12 years tops, and I'm done. My mother didn't make it past 52. I'm 41 right now. Come on. All you gotta do is, like I said, is just hold out, and then once I'm gone, you can rent the whole fucking house. You can rent the entire fucking property. You can have tent city out front. I don't give a fuck what you do. Pack in as many goddamn people as you can. Make as much goddamn money as you can. I don't care. And I know it's not about that. You gotta pay the fucking taxes. Which I'm sorry, I never understood land tax. Okay, I never understood that. First off, if we were truly home of the free, home of the brave, home of the bullshit, the government would be paying us taxes to maintain the land. Because, think about it. You have to get permission to build on your own land. You have to do all this stuff. You're basically asking the government, gee, can I have this? Can I do something on my own property? And the government has to agree to that. So you don't actually own the shit. This naive idea that we own anything. We don't own jack shit. We don't own jack shit. Especially when you got the domain bullshit where they can come in and just take your house. You don't own a fucking thing. It's a fucking lie. It's a phallic fucking lie that is just shoved up your fucking ass repeatedly. Nobody owns anything anymore. We own nothing. It's like video games. You don't actually own half of them. You rent the motherfuckers now. You don't physically have a copy of it. It's all online. So if they shut down the servers, game over. Oh, but I got a disc. Doesn't matter. You had to log on. Game over. So we're essentially paying for things that don't exist and things that will eventually be shut down. Now, granted, it might be 10 years. But hey, guess what? I bought Chrono Trigger on the SNES 30 years ago. Assuming I had the cords and a TV that would actually play it, I could actually hook that fucker up and play it again. Now, I buy a game 8 years down the road, and sometimes not even that, they shut down the server. I got a disc full of shit that I can't even do anything with because the whole thing is online and it's just completely worthless. So again, we own nothing. Oh, I own my own land. No, you don't. Think about it. You own your own land, but you have to pay taxes to the government. You don't own that. You're renting it. You're essentially renting it. You're renting the land. You're not owning it. Again, if it was truly you owning it, the government would owe you money for maintaining it. It would. Don't tell me anything else. I've made this argument. People, no, it is true. It is absolutely true. You own nothing, and they come and take it if they want. Literally, they can come take your fucking house if they want. If it's eminent domain and there's a fucking terrorist, they can come fucking do it. Seriously. And if you want to build something, oh, gotta get permission. So you have to pay rent and then get permission to do anything. Oh, yeah, guess what? I'm paying rent technically. I'd have to get permission to build here. Like, if I wanted to add cupboards, I have to get somebody's permission. I can't just willy-nilly and do whatever the fuck I want. It's the same damn thing. I don't own anything. You don't own anything. It's under the guise of, oh, I own this. You don't. You don't own it. You own your car. You can shit in your car. But I mean, seriously. Whatever. I don't want to get into that. Again, I don't want to be a complete asshole. I really don't. I don't want to be difficult. I really wish they would just set me up with a little fucking house. I don't care. Build me a fucking house. Do something. Whatever's cheap. I don't even care if it whatever. The cheapest fucking thing imaginable. I need 5 rooms, maybe 6. 5 rooms in a big closet or a big storage space. So maybe about 6 rooms. Because I need a bathroom, obviously. I need a kitchen, obviously. I need a bedroom, obviously. I need a living room. That's 4, and then have maybe like a game room / mini office. Okay. That's it. 5 to 6 rooms total. Build me a little deck, and have a dog run that's fenced in. Because I don't want him looking over, or fencing part of it. Whatever. Well, it doesn't have to be fenced in. Whatever. But that's all I need. That's literally all I fucking need. And I'm telling you right now, it'd be almost the same price as what they're doing over here. And then you can have the other people come in, move in here, rent the fucking thing out. They can have an entire apartment up here. You don't have to build onto the side of the house. There's none of that bullshit. You don't have to add anything. I mean, yeah, you might have to repair a few things, like I said. But it's just, oh my god. Oh my god, why? It's like people get this idea of like, oh, this will be great. This will be great, yeah. I mean, seriously, imagine if I said to you, let's just say you were paying rent to me for your house. Let's just say you were in the same boat that I am, and I came to you and said, oh yeah, by the way, that spare closet you're not really using, even though you got a bunch of stuff in it. Yeah, I'm gonna build onto that. I'm going to build onto the side of your house, and we're going to add a family over there. How the fuck would you feel? Now, ask yourself this question. How would you feel? How would you feel? No. Why should I feel any different? That's the question I have. I don't get it. I really honestly don't get it. And again, what am I going to do with all this stuff? Dude, I've got over 1,000 comic books. I've probably got 10,000 comic books. What am I going to do with them all? In fact, that entire green room is my comic collection, basically. With the exception of the stack that I've got here. I've got like a box over there. Basically, I've got a box of comic books that I was going to take over to the other room. And then I've got a stack over here. I've got a stack over there. We're talking like a shitload, dude. There's at least a good 5,000 comic books. I've been collecting since Uncanny X-Men 300, which was sometime in the 90s. And I get like 4 or 5 comics a month. And then I order comics. I mean, I do a lot of comic books. I like comic books. I don't know what it is. I just like them. So, like, what am I going to do with all those? What am I going to do with that other bed? I got another bed. Where am I going to put a bed? Where am I going to put the fucking other bed? I got all that stuff in the closet. Where am I going to put that stuff? Like, nobody thinks of this stuff except me. Because I'm the one who's being inconvenienced here by the whole process. And don't get me wrong, I understand this is going to be a lot of work. So I was like, oh, you're inconvenienced. Well, we got to do all this. Don't get me wrong, but at the end of the day, I'm the one who's going to be, worrying about, oh, geez, my TV too fucking loud because somebody's next door, like 2 feet in front of me. The bare minimum, at least they have to do is they have to soundproof this fucking thing. I mean, again, I woke up to them yakking out there, so guess what? They're gonna have to soundproof the fucker. I mean, like, legitimately. Listen, I'm gonna have the fucking TV on at 3 a.m. I don't give a fuck. You want to move in? That's up to you. That's on you. I'm gonna get to the point where it's like, guess what? You wanna come into my circle of safety, violate my circle of safety. I don't care who you are. That's on you. That's the fuck on you. I don't care. But seriously, you're gonna add on to the side of the goddamn house? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Why not just take that idea and just build me a fucking little shack out in the middle of nowhere? There's so much fucking property here. It isn't gonna disturb the fucking cattle. The cows ain't gonna know the difference. Okay, and there's so much fucking land out here. We own... Dude, my grandmother owned... she owned 90% of the East fucking road. I mean, that's how bad it was. She owned property on the other side of the road. She owned property over here. There was the Bell property. There was this property, that property. And they sold it off over the years. And we still have a shit... Dude, you could put a Walmart here. There's so much fucking real estate. No joke. You could put a Walmart here. Parking lot and all. That's how much room there is. And still have room for the house and the barn. And the shed. That's how much room there is. You know you can't put a little makeshift fucking house out there, move my shit out there, help me move my shit, get some fucking boxes, move my shit out there, and they can move the fucking here, they can have this whole fucking area, they can do whatever the fuck they want, they want to renovate that shit, they can do whatever the fuck they want to do, and it'll be beautiful. I can be by myself, and they can have their own little thing, and you wouldn't have to build into the side of the house, this god-awful bullshit. Oh... God, they can have their own fucking deck. You don't have to build deck. You don't have to build stairs. It's all right here. It's all right here. Just move my shit from here to there. After you build it there. You build it there, and I will go to it. That's it. That's it. Just bring me my mail every fucking day. That's all I ask. I don't know, man. I really don't know. Like I said, I don't want to be a prick about this. I really don't. But it's just like you see people and they're all giddy and they're like, "Oh, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be great. Construction and and I still technically haven't given my okay to this. They're like, "Oh, how do you feel about this idea?" And I was like, you know, I was letting them know I wasn't like all giddy about it. And they basically just went on and was like, "Oh yeah, construction starts next week," or whatever. It's like, why even bother asking me? Why? That pisses me off, dude. That is one thing that just does throw me down a fucking flight of stairs. I just don't appreciate that. And everybody did it. Everybody's done it to me. Listen, I understand I have nothing. I understand I have nothing. So I have no say. Like, financially, I have no say. Logistically, I have no say. Like, every aspect of life, I have no say. And I understand that. So, like, I have no stroke. I have none. No stroke at all. So, I just want to know, why is it so difficult? Set me up in a little area and just leave me alone. That's all I've ever wanted. I don't want to live in your house. I don't want to live in a room in your house. Just set me up in a little fucking 6-room house, 5-room house with a little deck and a dog run. That's it. Put a doggy door on the side so the dog can go to and fro. Or somebody would have to come and teach him how to use it. Like, cousin Cindy would come teach him how to use it. And that's all I really need. I don't think that's that much to ask for. Especially when you're construction crews and there's building and there's plumbing and all this other bullshit. You're telling me you couldn't get a makeshift house, add a little plumbing to that shit, because we literally have the water right here for free. Because they purposely bought the little creek, the area with the little river, creek, whatever the fuck it is, little river. We get our water from that, which is hard water and it's awful, but whatever. The electric is cheap. You put the electric in the thing. You put the whatever. And it's just like, oh my god. I would be happy out there. I would be legitimately happy. I would. I'd be very happy with that setup. I'd be very, very, very happy with that setup. More so than, oh, let's move somebody 2 feet in front of you. You know, now that's something I could get on board with. So I don't know, man. Anyways, I posted it all to Facebook because they're gonna read this shit. They. And what's going to be sad is they're going to be dumbfounded by the fact that I'm upset by it. And it's just I don't understand it. Yeah, there's physical confrontation when you're in front of somebody, and then there's like verbal tirade on Facebook. People should know me enough to say, if we come into his circle of safety, we come into his element, that he's going to feel trapped. He's going to be made to feel defensive. And he's going to lash the fuck out. Like he has every single goddamn fucking time any of it. Dude, they know stories. They've heard stories from Gene. They've heard stories from my mother. They've heard stories from my grandmother. They've heard stories from everyone. You come into my shit, I retaliate. I say shit. I get angry. It fucking pisses me. Because you understand, I'm not doing it purposely. I am in pain so fucking much that just any little thing just sets me the fuck off. Just sets me the fuck off to a verbal tirade. That's why I'm not good on social media. That's why I had to stop using Twitter. Because I was telling people to go fuck themselves, literally. And it wasn't because, oh, you can hide behind the keyboard warrior bullshit. No. Fuck them. Okay. Now, yeah, would I say it to their face? It depends. I mean, there's a few places I would definitely say. Like, I would purposely say fuck you to a couple of people. I'm not gonna lie. And definitely a couple of people I would definitely say fuck you to. Like, in other words, if it was my purpose to go do that, I would. Now, if I'm sure, because you understand, I don't want to hurt the cousin's feelings. I didn't want to hurt my grandmother's feelings. I didn't want to hurt my father's feelings. I didn't want to hurt my mother's feelings. I didn't want to hurt Jean's feelings. I didn't. So I was kind of standoffish, where I was like, okay, whatever. You know, but if I had no tie to you, I don't give a fuck who you are. I can't remember what it was. Somebody asked me something. I think it was at the store. And I said something like, I don't give a fuck, or it doesn't matter. I can't remember what I said, but I said the F word. I can't remember if it was it was either at the deli or Burger King. And they're like, oh, do you want the, it may have been Burger King. Dude, what the hell was that? It was either the fucking cheese at the deli or it was Burger King. The chicken sandwich. And because the woman asked me, do you want, and again, I can't remember if it was the Swiss cheese, because there was two different versions of the Swiss cheese, or if it was the chicken, because it was the chicken. It may have been both. I mean, she done both. And I said something to the effect of, I don't really give a fuck, whatever. And I don't even know where it came from. Like, I don't usually say stuff like that to people. But, like, it just sort of came out. I was like, I don't give a fuck, whatever you want to do. Or whatever you decide. Or something to that effect. And it was like... because I'm not somebody who's going to confront somebody and get right in their face. You mother's rooker. No, I'll go online and bash you verbally. You know? But if I have no ties to you, I don't give a fuck who you are. It's that simple. So... because you understand, 99% of the time when those situations arise, it's always because somebody has authority over me, like a teacher or you know, somebody. Well, shit, it was like when Pastor Graziano gave me shit that one day. Basically, it was me and Tim DeLillo. I love that name, DeLillo. We were throwing snowballs. And I admit, we shouldn't have been doing it. We were doing it at church. He threw one at me, I threw one at him. Well, just as I threw it, he ducked inside, I threw it, and Graz came out at the exact same second. Now, I diverted. I wasn't actually trying to hit the door, so I hit, like, the side of the wall. He comes over to me, stomping around. Be throwing that snowball. Like, I was the only one fucking doing it, right? After about 3 minutes of his bullshit, I looked at him and I said, "What are you going to do about it?" No, I said, "What? No, I said, what the fuck are you going to do about it?" I looked him right in the eye. I said, "What the fuck are you going to do about it?" And I walked away. I got tired of his shit. Because it was like, that type of shit always happened to me. That type of shit would always happen to me. Somebody else was doing something, yet they'd only notice I was the only one doing it. Like, I was the only person who ever threw a snowball a fucking day in my life. Or whatever it was. Like that time with the sandwich. When Richard took his peanut butter and jelly sandwich and threw it into the ceiling fan. And then I got up and did it. And it was like, I was the only one who's ever done that. Because Mr. Resident was standing outside that fucking door. He was standing outside the door for like 10 minutes, listening to us. And then he comes in and goes, "Yo, put your name on the board." I was like, "Yeah, but I wasn't the only one. Check on the board." And I was like, give me a break. It's like they purposely did that shit. Single me the fuck out all the goddamn time. And you wonder why I get pissed off over stupid shit. I always feel like people are coming at me. Like I'm being fucking trapped, and people are constantly doing whatever they can to like make my life fucking difficult, and just get in my fucking way and accuse me of shit. That's another thing I don't like. I don't like people accusing me of shit. I get pissed off when people accuse me. "Oh, you didn't do this. Give me a break. I get defensive and shit. And it's a reaction. And it isn't one of those things where, oh, you just need to calm down and, let cooler heads prevail. No, you have to understand, because I'm in so much goddamn pain, that any little thing that comes against me in any way, shape, matter, or form, it's not even like a reaction where I have a choice. It happens. It comes out. I want to explain it properly, because a lot of people aren't going to understand it, because most normal people, and I used to be like this before all the bullshit happened, like the pain and the herniated discs and the sciatic nerve and the muscle tightening and I have these like muscle spasms and shit where my legs just lock out and like whatever. I don't want to get into all that stuff again, but I used to be able to the point where I would get upset, and it would take like for example, Miss Pelletier years ago, she would always berate me, and she would go on and 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 on. Like, okay, a good example was the fucking notebook pad that we had to have our parents sign. Make sure we did our homework bullshit, and it had to be signed, or you get a name on the board, a name and check, whatever the fuck it was. Well, there was this one day, because what would happen is my father would get up, he'd go to work, he was gone like 6 o'clock to be there for 7, and we'd get up like an hour later. My mother would go to work, I'd go to school. Well, my mother would get up, she'd shower, do all that stuff first. She'd wake me up, I'd get up. Well, so if she was making like a breakfast, she said to me, leave that notepad, or whatever that thing is, a little booklet, whatever the thing it was we had, leave it out and I'll sign it. I was like, okay. So before I went in, take my shower, use the bathroom, all that stuff, I left the book right there on the table. She's like, okay, when I'm done with my breakfast, I'll do it. Well, something happened. She was running late. She forgot. She said she would. She forgot. Shit happens. Okay, fine. She didn't do it, so give me the name and check, or whatever the hell it was. Well, Miss Pelletier decided she was going to go on and on and on about how it's my responsibility, and I'm trying to explain. She said she was going to sign it. Something happened. She didn't get a chance to sign it. It happens, Well, she went on and on and on and on and on. I finally had to tell her, I basically said, fuck you. I said the F word to her. And I used to be able to do that where I could take so much shit and just go on and on and on. She always knew she could push my buttons because that always pissed me off because it's one of those don't cause your brother to stumble moments in the Bible. And she knew she could push my fucking buttons. She just go on and on and on. She berated me for like 5 minutes over that. Finally, I was like, I said, I can't remember exactly what I said, but it was like, I said something to the effect of, I didn't get it, I didn't get the fucking thing signed, or something. I can't remember how I said it. It was, God, it's like 30 years ago. I can't remember what I said. It was something to the effect of, no, I said I didn't get the fucker signed. Shit happened. Or no, she didn't sign the fucking thing. Is what I said. I said, I'm sorry, but she didn't sign the fucking thing. Get over it. Or so, it was something to that effect. But I used the F word. Whatever. Oh, of course, march me down the fucking principal's office. Blah, blah, blah. Get suspension. Blah, blah, blah. And it was like, give me a fucking break. Give me a break. I was not the only one whose parents didn't sign it. Parents forget. Parents have shit to do. It happens. And then, of course, my mother was like all apologetic because it's like, she fucked up. I mean, it was just a simple thing, you know? And why I had to get berated over it. So, again, back in the day, I could take that shit. Nowadays, I can't take that kind of stuff anymore. I really can't. Like, when that shit comes, I can't, I'm not going to sit there and waste my time listening to somebody berate me over stupid fucking bullshit. Again, they would suspend me every fucking day of the week. If I was in school right now, and under those circumstances, the way I am right now, they basically wouldn't let me into school. Because I couldn't put up with their bullshit. I couldn't. Now, I don't know what that is anymore, but like I have completely lost all will to give a fuck. I don't know why. But like I said, it's just like any little thing that annoys me. Because I would always have these moments where it's like the shit would build up. Like it could be weeks, months, and then eventually I would blow up. And I'd be like, you know what? I've had enough of your shit. And I did that I basically did that to Miss Pelletier numerous times. She didn't like me, and I don't give a fuck. So, you know, it is what it is. But eventually I would blow up and say shit to her. And she knew it. She knew it. She purposely did it. And don't tell me she didn't. You know damn well she did. So, whatever. Like, nowadays, it went from, like, weeks to months to, like, seconds in some cases. Where it's like, I just can't put up. I have to verbally say something. You wonder why I say the shit that I do on Facebook. You wonder why I say horrible, god-awful things on fucking Facebook. Because I can't take the shit. It's like, it builds up to the point where I have to release it somehow, and the only way I can do it is Facebook. And make clips like this. Because if I don't, I will say something to somebody that'll hurt their feelings. You know, it's like, I'm sorry your feelings got hurt because I said something because you irritated me. I mean, it's basically what it comes down to. Because, I mean, honestly, I do try to go out of my way not to say it to their face directly. Because I don't want to see that sad little look on their fucking face when I tell them the truth. You understand? You say, well, you're not confrontational. It has nothing to do with being confrontational. It's about the simple fact that I'm trying to protect them from what I want to verbally say to them. It's always been like that. It's not some weak thing where it's like, oh, you don't want to say it to their face or blah, blah, blah. No, it has nothing to do with it. It really has never had anything to do with that. You know, I try to be quiet, try not to say anything. Just let people do what they do. That's why I've always liked that. I never really said anything to anybody because it's like, you know, they're going to do what they're going to do, and I don't really give a fuck. And I don't know. And I'm not just talking shit here either. This is God's honest truth. I honestly have never really, I don't know. Well, like I said, I don't want to say... If they had asked me today, what are your thoughts on this? I would have said, quite frankly, it disgusts me to the fucking point I want to take a sawed-off shotgun to my fucking anus. That's what I would have said. Those were the words I was planning on saying. If somebody asked me, oh, we're gonna do this, we're gonna build here, and they're gonna build a kitchenette, and they're gonna do this stuff on the side of the house, what do you think about it? I'd be basically, I'd rather get sodomized with an old rusty nail. To be honest with you, I was planning to say that. Maybe not to that degree, but it was going to be something horrible. It was going to be basically sodomizing myself with something. I wasn't sure what. I was thinking sawed-off shotgun would be a good idea, like setting off or sticking an M80 up my asshole and blowing it up. Something. I would rather have that happen than have this happen. I wasn't really sure, because usually when I say stuff, it just comes out. When I think about what I want to say, it doesn't always come out proper. It's weird. It's like, especially from like a comedic point of view, where it's like, oh gee, what do you think of this really great idea? I think it fucking sucks. The comedic side of it, where it's kind of funny after the fact. That part just comes out naturally. Like, whatever. I can't even think of a good example. But seriously, sometimes it's like here's another example. If they keep forgetting my chicken tenders at Burger King, I'm going to say something. And they're not going to like it. Now, I may not say it the first time, may not say it the second time, may not say it the third time. Eventually, I'm going to get pissed. Same thing happened with the stepmother. A little this, a little that, a little this, a little that. Then, she had the novel idea, oh, let's start rearranging stuff in the living room. And let's fuck up the internet connection. Let's move the whole internet connection over. So I'm sitting there with no fucking internet. I finally got a little bit pissed. I basically yelled out, I was like, where's the goddamn internet? And the Dale, and I'm like, you little fucking pansy ass faggot. You fuck with my stuff, and you wonder why I get angry. You fuck with my comfort zone, and you wonder why I'm angry. I don't understand. I really, for the love of Christ, I don't understand that. You come into my comfort zone, and then you wonder why why there's a backlash. You wonder why I get upset. You wonder why I get to the point where it's like I want to say, go fuck yourself with a rusty nail. Go fuck yourself with a shoe. You wonder why I get angry. Because it's like anything else. Back in the day, that shit would build. I would go months sometimes without saying anything. And a lot of people took that as, oh, you're just, you're shy, you're whatever, you're off-putting, you don't want to confront people. No, I didn't want to hurt their fucking feelings. And you know damn well that I gave it back to Mrs. Pelletier once in a while. Because that shit built up. You know that's a fact. You know that happened. You know I told her to go fuck herself one day. I said, fuck you, or I said something. I said the F word to her multiple times. I flipped her off numerous times. So give me a break. And again, I don't want to be mean to the cousins. I don't want to be mean to people. I really don't. I don't want to be mean to Mrs. Pelletier, but sometimes she, like I said, she would berate me for 5-10 minutes. That one day, I sort of crazy. She berated me for like 5 fucking minutes. Straight. Like, I couldn't even get any work done. I even tried to ignore her and go back to my work, and she was like, still continuing on with her bullshit. To the point I finally said, look, like that one day, I had the wrong color pants on. I don't remember if you remember this story. We're supposed to wear the gray dress slacks, which is god-awful. Well, apparently I had the tan ones. Now, you gotta understand, it was overcast, my room was dark, I had these 2 pairs of pants, I couldn't even, I come in, I had the window, the shades were down, so my room was pretty dark, and I came out from the shower, I literally grabbed the wrong pair of pants. Literally grabbed the tan ones, as opposed to the brown ones. And I didn't even realize, to be honest with you, until I got to school. Like, you're out of dress code, or wrong color pants, wrong color pants. She went on for 5 fucking minutes about dress codes and color pants. And I tried to explain it. I was like, it was dark, I grabbed the wrong pair. I mean, what the fuck? It was pissed me off because the tan ones were way more comfortable. Alright, so fine. I wore the wrong color pants, fine. I'm out of uniform. Give me a fucking name on the board. Big fucking deal. No, she couldn't just leave it at that. Had to keep going and going and going and going. And again, another time I used the F word. I said, guess what? I grabbed the wrong fucking pants. Leave me. I get something. I can't. It's been so goddamn long. I definitely said the F word to her multiple fucking times. And I don't feel bad about it, to be honest with you, because she was a bitch. She really was a legitimate bitch. Like, she couldn't just make her point and move the fuck on. She purposely wanted to push my buttons, and she knew she could get a reaction out of me, which delighted her on no fucking end. And I don't understand why she hated me that much. And don't tell me she didn't. She thought I hated her. I didn't hate her. I disliked her because she was a bitch. I disliked her because she wouldn't just get off the fucking topic and move the fuck on. Honestly, God, you get berated by somebody for 5 minutes, you're eventually going to say, hey, guess what? I get it. Let's move on. And of course, you talk about the teachers, name and check. 15-minute loss of 15 minutes of free time. Fuck you. I get your free time hanging, motherfucker. I got your name and check right here, bitch. Fucking assholes. Bunch of scumbag fucks is what they are. They fucked up and ruined their own goddamn kids. Oh, alright, you want to talk about reality? Between her son and me, guess who didn't go fuck a Mexican chick and get her pregnant? Oh, wasn't me. Guess who isn't dating or probably married by this point, a black guy? Wasn't me, one of her daughters. That must really set her off. And her and Maki, Daddy Maki, the old Maki. The fact that Shanny Cakes is dating a fucking black guy. Now I'm not going to say they're all out racist, but they're definitely Christian values. Christian values don't make exceptions for Jungle Fever. Okay, he never has, never will. Okay, he might be the greatest guy ever, but he's still a black dude. Give me a break. Give me a break. You know for a fact that didn't set well. Just going to throw that out there. I mean, seriously. I mean, you fuck your kids up so bad. Mark was a fucking asshole, let's be honest with ourselves. I mean, I'm sure he's okay today. I mean, I'm hoping, but he was a fucking dick. I mean, the kid was just a fucking dick. He was a legit dick. He was. Blood, sweat, and gears. He was a complete dick. Nothing against him personally. I didn't dislike him. But he was. He's a little penis. That little haircut made him look like a fucking penis. He had the buck teeth, and his little hair was... And the idea that his hair was exactly like his father's. That is just so fucking gay, dude. That is fucking homo. That is like family homo type shit. We're going to name the kid after his father because we're stupid and can't come up with a name of our own. And we're going to give him the same goofy fucking idiot hairstyle. Now, I don't know if he had a choice in that. Like, I want my hairstyle like daddy or what. But holy shit. And it was a stupid haircut. It was like this little mop top thing. It was like swooped to the side. It was like... It looked stupid. I'm sorry. I'm not saying my hair was anything to write home about myself, but... It just looked goofy. It's just a goofy haircut. And then you see his father, and it's basically the same thing with just a little mustache. Like, literally, that whole family is just like, you just want to walk up and kind of just punch them. Not necessarily hard or like in a violent sort of way, just... I don't know. It's almost like you want to punch them and you want to punch yourself afterward. Especially Mark and his dad. Especially, you see his dad, you just want to punch his dad. His dad didn't even do anything. He's just standing there. He's the kind of guy that you just look at and want to punch. Again, I'm not saying like in a confrontational sort of way or like in a hurtful sort of way or like assaulting sort of way, but you just want to walk up and just like kick him or something. Or he's just like, I don't know. He's kind of weird. He seemed like an okay guy from the little bit that I saw of him, so I'm not like trashing him on that regard, but I don't know, it's really weird. Like, I've never had... Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. But for like a man that I never really knew. I never really had the desire to like physically throw something at somebody before. I don't know. I don't know if you get what I mean, but whatever. Anyways. But seriously, it's like, give me a break. They act like they had the perfect little family and do. You know, guess what? You can take your fake spiritual bullshit and shove it up your fake spiritual ass. Because guess what? You're a bunch of Baptist fucking assholes. You're a bunch of legalized assholes who don't know what the fuck they're talking about. You take the Bible to the nth degree, you know, spoil the rod, fuck the kid, or whatever the hell it is. That's basically what you do. You're so worried about the goddamn rod that you want to shove it up your kid's fucking ass. You treat the kids like fucking trash. And you wonder why kids are fucked up. You wonder why they have issues. And don't tell me they don't. Literally the same thing with the Comans. They were the same. Honest to God, they did the exact same thing. The whole spoil the rod, spoil the kid bullshit. Spare the rod, spoil the kid, whatever the fuck it is. In their case, they took it to the nth degree, so it was spoil the rod. As in, they wanted to spoil the rod. They didn't want to spoil the kid, they want to spoil the rod. In other words, take the rod and kick the kid in the fucking ass with it. I mean, fucking Comans, for fuck's sake, they had a fucking wooden... I've talked about this before. They had a wooden fucking paddle the size of a boat oar that was hanging up in their kitchen. Honest to God, when I went to their house for the first time because I had no choice, I looked at it. I was like, what the hell I'm like, what is that? Honest to God, I thought it was one of those things you bake bread with. Like, you put it in the oven, those little shuffle things. And I'm like, what is that for? Is that like for bread? And she's like, no, that's, I forgot, what was the correction what was it they called it? The paddle of correction or something like that. It was fucking stupid. And I'm like, wait, what? She's like, yeah, if they get out of hand, they get beat with it. And I'm like, holy fucking Christ! And not only did they have like weapons of bondage and weapons of like assault in their house, they hung it up with pride. Okay, do you hear the words? They hung it up with pride in the kitchen for everyone to see that yes, they beat their fucking children. Now I'm not necessarily I'm not one of these people who are all into this whole, you know, shouldn't beat the kid. Yeah, there's times you got to kick the kid in the fucking cock, knocking him down a couple pegs. You just do. So you know, I'm not one of these liberal assholes like hit your kids. No, I'm not one of those people. But it does get to a point where you're abusing the fucking kid. You're mentally abusing them. Yeah, a little bit of a problem there. Again, you wonder why the kids are fucked up. Whatever, man. Fucking Christian parenting, I swear to Christ. Half these fucking Christian parents can't even get their own lives in order, yet they're going to try to rear their fucking kids proper. Honest to God. Honest to God, these motherfuckers need to look in a mirror. Seriously, anybody who has children should really look themselves strongly in the mirror and say, if I can't get my own shit in fucking order, how the fuck do you think I'm going to take care of this kid? I mean, Jesus. Half these fucking people should give their kids up for adoption because their kids are going to turn out to be fucking assholes. It's sad. It's honest to God, it's sad. Yeah, I'm the one that's got to be the bearer of the bad fucking news, and I'm the bad guy. Fuck you. Like Maki. Again, let's talk to Maki. Because you understand, Christians were not cool. Christians aren't cool. Christians aren't cool people. They're not. Even amongst ourselves, we're not cool people. We're not. We're not. So, the idea that Maki was trying to be cool, his idea of cool was coming up talking to us about a cassette tape that he had heard of DC Talk, which is just straight up garbage fucking music. I don't even want to talk about that. They suck ass fucking beyond belief. So to come up to me and try to talk to me and try to relate to me on a Christian music level about DC talk, I used to you can take your DC talk and get your DC ass the fuck out of my DC face. Fuck you. Gay ass fucking music anyway. I mean, seriously, man. It'd be like a Jibo coming up to me talking about Transformers. I'll punch you right in the fucking dick, you cocksucker. Fucking welfare bastards. Flannel shirt wearing motherfuckers. Hand me down bastards. Because your fucking parents kept knocking out fucking kids. They couldn't afford it, so you had to have your brother's hand-me-downs from fucking 10 years ago. Your fucking shirts are like basically worn straight through, but no, you get to wear Big Brother's underwear. We've got 18 fucking kids. Can't afford half of them. Can't get new clothes. I remember when the G-Bos all got new clothes. They got like a new shirt, each one of them. It was like a magical fucking day. They were all proud and all happy in their shirt. Because you understand, their shirts were like faded to the point where they're like the colors were like gone. It was like a brown. Like, you gotta picture a flannel that has like the stripes and the different colors. No, it was like all just one fucking color. Maybe a little black with a little hint of like a reddish maroon color. That was the extent of it. Then they get these new shirts. All of them. They had the two boys, the girl, and I think there was like two toddler kids. And they all come up with new fucking flannel shirts, and they were all proud, and the colors were vibrant. It was like a goddamn neon sign. And you got a picture every time you see a Jibo, they're wearing like these dingy clothes from like yesteryear. So when they had the fucking new clothes, it was like, holy Christ, it was like Las Vegas. This shit was just blaming. I swear to God, I looked over, I went blind. The fucking color was so goddamn bright. Fucking pathetic. And they steal my fucking Transformers. And they sit there and say, oh, well, you gave it to us. Why the fuck would I give you a fucking toy? Oh my God, don't even get me started. Don't even fucking get me started. Whatever. Thieving assholes anyway. It pisses me off to this day. I'm just gonna throw that out to you. Legitimately pisses me off to this day. And you can't take that away from me. I'm pissed. I'm legitimately pissed. Anyways, I just like I said, I don't want to be a bad guy. I don't want to be a bad guy. I really don't want to be a bad guy. But sometimes you have to be. You have to say the shit. You have to say the things that hurt people just to get the desired outcome. Because you understand, there is no communication. There is no talking to people. There's no, like, gee, did you consider this? Or, gee, how about that? Gee, instead of building onto the side of the fucking house, why not build me a little fucking house off, somewhere on the property, leave me the fuck alone. You can rent the entire thing out, probably make 5 times more money than what you're going to make spending on this bullshit. It'd probably be cheaper in the long run, and everybody else would be happy. Everyone would be happy. Why not do that? But no, there is no actual discussion. There's no discussion. It's like, oh, we have this idea, we're going to run with it, and I have to be the bearer of bad news. Bad idea. Don't like it. You know? I don't know. I'm fucking tired. I don't know. I feel like crap. I think I want to make some dinner. I don't know what I'm going to do. I got lunch meat, but I don't feel like making a sandwich. No, actually, I'm going to make a sandwich, but I bought some deviled ham. I got deviled chicken and deviled ham. They were 3 for $5. I don't know if that's a good deal. So I got like 2 chicken and a ham, I think. I might do some fucking deviled ham. The only problem is I can eat that shit in like one sitting. Like, I make dog a sandwich, I make me a sandwich. I'll probably make like 2 sandwiches. So I buy like 2 sandwiches and one for the dog. And that's it. So that's not really a great deal. So, whatever. Actually, they used to have the roast beef. I'm kind of surprised they didn't have deviled roast beef. I think they had roast beef, right? It was the chicken, the ham, and I didn't see anything else. I'm surprised they didn't have the... Whatever. I'll tell you one thing, though. I did try the other day. Well, not the other day. This was like 2 months ago. Whatever. was Spam for the first time. Now, I've had Spam, I think, maybe like 3 times in my entire life. And it's like the grossest fucking meat you've ever... I don't even want to call it meat. I don't even know if you can. It's more like a gelatinous pile of fuck. And the last one that I bought locally. And I think it was kind of old. And when I popped it out of the can, it had this gelatin, shitty, putrid fuckery around the outer perimeter of it. Like, the whole thing was encased in, like, carbonite, but it was like this gelatin, wiggly, pissy color. Ew. Ew, 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 ew. It was just god-awful. That was probably, 8 years ago, 10 years ago, maybe. And I got the novel idea because I saw something. They were promoting it on Facebook or some fucking thing. One of those stupid advertisements, and they were frying up the fucking Spam. And the Spam actually looked good fried. Like, I could see some eggs and some bacon. Or some pancakes, maybe. A little fried. Because, there's nothing beats that shit. Like, you take kielbasa. I'm not really an overly big fan of kielbasa, but if you take that shit, split it down the middle, and then bake it, oh crap, it is a whole different experience than if you like just boiled it. You bake that shit, it is super fucking good. It is legitimately good baking it or grilling it too. That's another one. So I thought, shit, a can of Spam, that might be you fry that. I've never actually fried Spam before, and I'm like, shit. Anyways, I bought this stuff, and it was actually fucking not that bad. The can that I had wasn't bad. The one I had before, and this was probably 8 years ago, like I said, god awful. But this one was actually fairly fucking decent. I tried to cook it. I didn't cook it as far as I would have liked, because I did it in the hot air cooker, and I was hungry, and I was like, oh, fuck this, I'm not waiting. So I cooked it maybe halfway. Put it on some bread with some mayonnaise and a little mustard. It actually was not bad. The only problem is I ate the whole can. Me and the dog literally sat there and ate the whole fucking can by ourselves in one sitting. And it was like... And it just bothers me that they call it a canned ham. Because it's really not a ham. It's just... It's like this compilement of filth. Like, you don't know what kind of meat they're putting in that shit. They're probably using, assholes of something, like cow rectums and shit. They're probably using the lowest end quality of anything that you could count as meat. In fact, I wouldn't even be surprised half of it's not even meat, because sometimes you cut that shit and it's like there's chunks of stuff, and there's like it looks like olive loaf sometimes. You cut it open, you cut off like a piece, and it's just there's so much chunks, and like I said, chunks. It looks like olive loaf. Oh, speaking of olive loaf, holy goddamn, I saw the craziest fucking thing. I bought this probably 4 years ago. I saw it in the deli, and I thought, you know what? But no, seriously, speaking of olive loaf, they have like that bologna, and they take the green olives and they stick it in there. And then they cut it. Well, I saw macaroni and fucking cheese. No, here are the words. Macaroni and cheese like that. It was in a bologna. Of course, it doesn't taste like bologna after you put the shit in it. It tastes like different. And it was actual macaroni and cheese. Like noodles with cheese. It was something like mac and beef or mac and something. I don't know what. MacBook and Pro, whatever the fuck it was. And it was not that bad. It was disgusting concept, but it was not bad. What's weird about it is that meat probably wasn't selling, so that meat probably been there God knows how many months. And so it was kind of rancid idea. Because, people ain't going there, I'm going to buy 18 pounds of the mac and cheese, mac and beef, or whatever the fuck it's called. So, but yeah, that shit actually was not that bad. Because I kept seeing, like, I saw it for months, and I know it was the same thing. So I saw it for because you gotta understand, I go every 2 weeks, so I saw it maybe 2 or 3 times, just sitting there as I went, because I always get stuff at the deli. So I saw it 2 or 3 times. That's like a month, month and a half, maybe two. And I was like, mac and bologna, or whatever the hell it was. Mac and beef, or whatever it was. And I was like, and finally one day I was like, fuck it, I'm going to get some of this stuff. Give me a pound of that shit. Because you don't want to get a pound if it's garbage, but if it's really good, you want a pound. Hell, you might even want 2 pounds if it's really good. So I was like, yeah, fuck it. Just give me a pound of it, see what it tastes like. And like I said, it wasn't half bad. Now, one thing I don't get about food in a deli, I can't tell you the difference between hard salami and regular salami. I really don't get it. Because I've never really picked up the regular. I always get the hard, just because, I don't know. So, yeah, what's the difference? I don't even have a clue. I honestly have no clue what the difference is. I don't really care. So anyway, I might do a deviled ham sandwich. That stuff's gross too, but whatever. Add a little mayonnaise to that. Put a little lettuce, tomato on that some bitch. You're making yourself a nice little sandwich. Put that on toast. Oh, put that shit on toast. Ooh, that'd be some good quality stuff right there. I don't feel like toasting it though, because I got this nice bread. I think it's like country time or country no, it's the butter. It's like country time or country fuck you or country on the prairie or whatever the hell it is. I was gonna get like an off brand, like a different whatever, like a potato bread or something like that. And I just happened to look at it and I squeezed it. And it was like super fucking dick soft. And I'm like, oh shit! And I just picked it up, stuck it in the fucking cart. Because when you see that kind of bread and it's super soft, you can't beat it. Because most times you go in there, that shit's hard as dicks. The opposite end of soft as dicks. It's the other end. This is, basically in that sense, it's the bad end. Whatever. So yeah, what else did I buy? I was at the store yesterday. What did I buy? Well, last time I was there, they had these ribs. No, I'm not one of these people who I just don't like whatever. But I figured for like $5, I can't pass up the deal. And I go in yesterday, and they have these chicken wings. They're like $1.78 for like 10 to 12 of them. Which, if I go to my local supermarket and pick up frozen chicken wings, they're like $15 a bag. Now you get like 40 of them. But they have the, see, what is it? I think they're like 20 wings in the bag for like $8 or some shit. So they're pretty expensive. I mean, shit, if I went to the pizza place, that's just like $15 for like a dozen or whatever, 2 pounds or whatever it is. You get like 25 wings for like $15 or some fucking thing. It's outrageous the amount of money that they are. So to get like 10 of them for like $1 or something, I was like, shit. I picked up like 3 packages of that shit. Now, I'm not really a big fan of chicken wings per se. I mean, I like them. Like, I don't know if I want to eat like 3 packages, but I figured for the price, you can't buy that. You can't you can't put that down. You've got to get that shit. So I got the good bread. Now what happened was, I went into the store, and first off, I got pissed off because I wanted to buy some fucking donuts, and they literally have like 8 dozen donuts out, and if you don't get them when they're out, they're gone. So I get there, all the fucking donuts are gone. It really pisses me off. So I wanted some donuts. Because we have this new Dunkin' Donuts in our area now, over there by Burger King. And I'm going to be honest with you, Dunkin' Donuts suck ass. Their donuts are fucking worthless. They are garbage. I bought a dozen. I got the little headlights. They're fucking garbage. I got the... They had the jelly powder ones. They're fucking crap. It's like this. They're so small. There's hardly any frosting or shit on top of them. The filling is pathetic. They're god awful. So I won't be going there anymore. Now, I paid like $10 for a dozen, which, but these aren't these are like 50-cent donuts that are selling for $1. Give me a break. Anyways, you go to Great American. They got good fucking donuts. Okay, their headlights got nice cream shit on top of them. They make really good Half Moon cookies. I'm assuming they make them right there, unless they have somebody come in with donuts, whatever. But they have what was those? Oh shit! What are those? Whatever the cream cheese there, the not cream cheese, the oh fuck, whatever they are. Those could use a little more filling, but the rest of the stuff is really good. Then they got these ones that they got like this chocolate glaze on top with this like almost like a pudding in the middle. This vanilla pudding, really good shit, really good quality, and for the price. The only downside is they don't have enough of them. They're always. So, anyways, I get in there and the donuts are gone. I'm really pissed off. Because the problem is, Dale's like, oh, gotta go on Tuesday, gotta go on Tuesday. The problem with going on Tuesday is every old fucker is there because they have senior discount day on Tuesday. So, if you don't get there, the old fuckers steal the donuts. They take all the fucking donuts. Bunch of. Oh my god. Don't get me started with that shit. I had to fend up. Last time I got some fucking donuts there, I had to fend them off with a fucking old guy and some old lady. I literally had to beat up the old guy and knock the old lady on her ass to get the fucking donuts. Freaking bullshit. What a highlight of my fucking life, you know? As pathetic as it is. Whatever. So anyways, I go in there, start off with a fucking disappointment, I pick up some lettuce, and then I get in there, and the girl who's there is fucking new. She doesn't know what the fuck she's doing. And nothing against her. She seemed decent. She's kind of cute. Nothing, nothing to write home about, but she seemed nice. So I get my Swiss cheese, and it's like, oh, gee, what Swiss cheese do you want? Do you want this one or do you want that? I was like, whatever. No, I didn't say the F word this time. I was like, whatever's cheapest. And she wants to tell me, oh, there's this kind and that kind. I'm like, sure, that one sounds good. Whatever. And then it had some bologna on sale, which I usually don't get, but it was on sale and I thought it was shit. So I got some bologna, and then I got some salami. And then I went and got my bread, and got my chicken legs. And what happened was, I wanted some freaking virgin olive oil. And they had this for like $3. This little itty bitty shitty little container of like this oil that you put on submarine sandwiches and shit. And I've tried it before and I don't like it. I want to get like extra virgin olive oil and get some of those Italian seasonings and shit and some parsley and kind of mix it all together and just like sprinkle it on my shit. Well, I decided to go around the other corner, back up the other way, because by now my back is bothering me. Because the girl poke-assing around, can't figure out which one's the hard salami, or what's the other one, and I kept in my head I was making jokes about I got your salami hanging or something, or I got your salami right here, the hard salami. I almost started to laugh at my own stupid shit that I was thinking in my head. Or like, it was basically one of those things, if you don't hurry up, I'll give you the hard salami myself kind of a deal. So, anyways, by the time she got done fiddling around, and of course she didn't know how to bag it properly, so the bags are all fucked up. The stickers are all sideways, cocked off to the side. Things like half open. And it's like she don't know what the fuck she's doing. But whatever, it wasn't. I mean, my back was hurting, but whatever. They had the little seats there, so I sat down for a few minutes. Got my bread, came back up, looked for the oil that I wanted, didn't find it, but on the way up I found the freaking deviled ham, and I was like, oh shit, let's buy it. Because I'm always looking for things that I can make meals out of that are just like things I don't normally get, or something that's a little different. Like, like I've been getting a lot of boxed macaroni and cheese. Like I'll get a couple of the shells and cheese. Those are, dude, I fucking love shells and cheese. You could take that freaking cream sauce and just shove it right up my fucking ass. Take that whole packet, just shove it up my fucking ass because I love that shit so much. But they do have two local. There's a local brand, and then there's the craft brand of the powdered, boxed, cheap shit. The craft one is very good, and the Clover Valley, which is the local brand, is god awful. Now, usually Clover Valley, I like 99% of their stuff because it tastes just like everything else. But this cheese sauce that they have for their macaroni and cheese is god awful. It's horrible. It is vile, nasty shit. And I got like 2 boxes left of it, and I'll probably just use the noodles as like a maybe I'll make a salad with them or something, because I don't want to waste it with that cheese sauce. Excuse me as I yawn. That cheese sauce is fucking rancid shit, dude. I wouldn't even give it to the dog. In fact, dog didn't even want to eat it. I gave him some of it, and he's like, "Fuck this shit." I give him the craft stuff. He's devouring it like crazy. Anyways, whatever. So what did I do? Oh, then I came back up through the other side. I had to sit down again. And then when I got back up, I went down the other direction where they have that big display of that Powerade. Dude, I cannot get enough Powerade. I don't know why. I don't know what that shit is. Why it... Not every flavor is created equal either. But that twisted black cherry, oh my god, dude! I sat there and drank one this morning. I drank the whole thing, nonstop, like it's one of those big ones too. It wasn't one of those little tiny dick 8-ounce ones or whatever the fuck it is. This is probably shit. It had to be at least like 32 ounces. It was a big thing of it. I can guzzle that stuff. If I could drink that shit the rest of my life and have it not kill me, I would be a happy person. The twisted black cherry. I do like the grape. There's a few other ones that I like and don't like. I didn't care for the lemonade, or at least the one that I had. Orange is iffy. I'm not a big fan of that one. It's okay. I didn't really try that. I didn't really care for the blue. Whatever, but fucking Powerade, dude. There's something about, I don't know, especially with like the physical problems that I have, where it's like, you know, I kind of need a sports drink because I get dehydrated like nobody's business, so I need sports drinks, and it's just, I don't know. Anyway, so I went and got those. Then I decided, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna do some ice cream. And I go, they have this big tub of chocolate, and I'm like, thank Christ, because sometimes all they have is that vanilla. No, I'd rather have, like, if I had a choice between the vanilla or the swirl, I'm not really a big fan of the swirl, but I don't hate it. I'd rather have that. But they had this huge thing of big tub, family-sized tub. I don't know what family that shit is. I'll be done with that shit by the weekend, but whatever. So I got the chocolate. And on top of the chocolate, they had strawberry, and I couldn't help but think of Graham, because Graham always loved the strawberry. But they never sold it. They wouldn't, because strawberry, for some reason, they just will not sell. I don't know what it is, whether people don't buy it or it's almost like a unicorn. Like when you see just straight strawberry, like I said, it's a fucking unicorn. Now, you get the Neapolitan. I fucking hate Neapolitan. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Neapolitan sucks. Fuck you. It is god-awful. Because what happens, and I'm telling you this is a fact, I've documented this before, and people need to hear it. No, this isn't a conspiracy theory. No. This isn't landing on the moon conspiracy bullshit. This isn't 9/11 conspiracy bullshit. You want some truther shit here? Neapolitan ice cream is evil. It is. Because the chocolate and the strawberry, they mix together chemically, and they suck. They fucking suck. Now, sometimes they have the strawberry and the vanilla, very rarely, but they do have it. You can mix those two together. Now, yes, the strawberry's flavor will infuse with the vanilla, but that's okay. They go hand in hand. You can have the chocolate and the vanilla. And yes, they will fuse together and change the flavor of both kinds. They will, because you'll have the chocolate with a little bit of hint of vanilla and the vanilla with a little hint of chocolate, but they go together. The minute you put all three together, and that chocolate and that strawberry mix, now I know a lot of people say, well, chocolate on strawberries is a good idea. Not when you're talking chemically with ice cream, because I don't mean chemically like biologically, I mean more like they put chemicals into that shit. Preservatives and all that bullshit. If you put all that shit together, the flavor is fucked up. Now, you have to like the flavor, fine. It's almost like Diet Soda, Diet Coke, or Diet Pepsi. You like that flavor, fine. I don't. I would rather buy all three flavors. Like, I have nothing against all three flavors together. Like, I'm gonna do a banana split. I'll have a chocolate, I'll have vanilla, and I'll have strawberry. I don't have a problem with that. When you put them in the same tub, it's almost like having potpourri and fart. It's like farting in a room full of potpourri. You got your fart, which smells great. You got potpourri, which smells great. Then you mix the two together, and it makes this chemical imbalance. It just fucks you up. It's not good. Let's just put it that way. It's not good. So what else? I mean, fucking Neapolitan. Dude, Neapolitan is a sin. It's an evil, wicked thing. It is. It's wicked. I mean, God should destroy this universe for creating Neapolitan ice cream. I'm just going to throw it out there. I'm just going to put it out there. We deserve hell and death because of Neapolitan ice cream. You do not put those two flavors together with vanilla in the middle. Because you notice you have to separate the chocolate from the strawberry. They know that. That's why the vanilla is in the middle, because those two flavors are fucked up. But they're too goddamn closely knit that it fucks everything up. It does. It fucks everything up. Anyways, what was I talking about? So anyways, I got some ice cream, and I looked up and I said, oh shit, for $3 more, I can get another little thing of ice cream that is maple fucking walnut. So I said, shit. So I put the chocolate in the cart, and then I got the maple fucking walnut. And you can't beat that. You can't beat that shit. I paid like, what, $8 for two good things of ice cream? Now, the only problem with the tubs, those family-sized tubs, is they're all fat-free ice cream. It sucks. Luckily, I've got the chocolate syrup, so you take the chocolate ice cream, put the chocolate syrup over, it's great. The fucking light ice cream. What the fuck? Dude, if I need light ice cream, then I don't really need ice cream now, do I? Whatever. Anyways, that was the first part of my shopping experience yesterday. Then I go to the dollar store. That in itself is a fucking delight. I walk in, I get the shopping cart, and right there, they have these pool toys. And they're these long styrofoam things. Like you could literally like whack somebody from across the room with it. And I looked at the price. I was going to pick one up before for the dog. I was like, you know what? No, I don't want to spend that. Well, today, I got the debit card. I'm ready to go. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. How much is it? Because the one I saw before was $3. The bigger one. They had these smaller ones. This thing was probably 6 feet. It's probably 6 feet. It was like this little styrofoam tube. Like picture a tube from like a paper towel, but it's like 6 feet. And it basically you can flop it like a dick. Well, I said fuck it, and I took it. I put it in because I looked and it was like it's $1, and I'm like, oh shit. Because the dog's going to chew that up in like 2 minutes. In fact, he did. I was like, you know what? For $1, let him chew it up. So I get that. And then I go. And what I wanted to do, and I forgot when I was at the other store, I wanted to get some popsicles because it's fucking summertime. My throat gets dry, and I need that cold, wet fuckery. And I forgot. So I went to the dollar store. I went to pick up popsicles. They didn't have the popsicles I wanted. They had these really good novelty ones. They're like the single-use popsicle, like the one stick, blah, 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 that you just flap in your mouth. And they're good. I like them. but I really wanted just regular popsicles. 'Cause these are kind of like I said, they're specialty ones. So these are more like a fruit juice almost, not your typical cherry, grape, green, orange. You know, those are the ones I wanted. I was looking for that flavor. That I was looking for that simplicity. Well, I get them. I put them in my cart, and then I realize, oh, they're sticky. So now my fucking hands are sticking together like some old fucking broad. And I have to pick up sugar. So now I'm over. I got sticky hands playing with a bag of sugar, which whatever. What else did I get? I got the popsicles. I'm trying to remember. Whatever. Anyways, on the way out, I see these brownies, and I'm thinking, they're Little Debbie motherfuckers, and I'm thinking, God damn, that'll be a good idea. I got the chocolate syrup. I got the ice cream. Let's put some brownies in the mix and have like a little fudge sundae. So I said, shit, man. I threw those in the cart. And then I get them home, and I didn't realize what they were. They're called Little Debbie turtle brownies. And they have like this caramel over top of the brownie. It's these little like $half size brownies. I didn't realize they were that small. No, I like the regular brownies, just, from those. But these, like I said, were like $half size, and they're filled. Well, not filled. They're like topped with like this caramel, whatever the fuck it is. Whatever. They're like super fucking good. They're called turtle brownies. They're fucking great. Like literally, I would shove this whole box up my fucking ass. They're so good. I wish I had bought two. I wish I had money for two, but whatever. So that was some good quality shit right there. And then I get done. I go to Burger King. Now, what happened last time I was at Burger King, I always get the, I don't know, I used to get the large soda, large Pepsi, or Coke, or whatever they have there. And for some reason, I got it in my head, why not get the root beer? I like root beer, and I don't get root beer a lot, so I was like, why not get fucking root beer? So every time I go in now, I get root beer. Well, anyways, I brought the big thing of root beer home last time, and as I was kicking off my shoes and my pants, I set it down over here by the bed, and it ended up falling on the floor, so I got this huge thing of soda into the carpet, and it was like, oh, fuck. It wasn't going anywhere. It just, so I was like, fuck, I didn't even clean it up. I just said, fuck it, and I went and had my lunch. I'll have to get the wet vac out and kind of suck it up a little bit, but I figure once it's already in there, you're not going to do anything. It's not, the whole thing is fucked. And the carpet's fucked anyway, so it's not like I really care about the carpet per se, but whatever. Anyways, whatever, I'm just rambling today. Holy shit, it's almost 2 hours long, dude. Shit. Whatever. But yeah, this is the life I have to fucking deal with. Just, seriously, people, just put me in a fucking room somewhere. No, fuck it. Give me 5 rooms and a decent closet, and a dog run, and a deck. That's all I need in my life. That's it. I don't want to live with you. I don't want to live in your fucking house. I don't want to be anywhere near you. I want to be privatized, motherfucker. I want to be in the private. So I want to be by myself. But anyways, you know what? I'm done. Fuck you. I don't want to talk to you no more. Fuck you.